Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Atypicals podcast, episode 8, and I'm here with my co-host, as always, except when I really don't want to see him, Kyle.
Oh, is that so, huh?
Yeah, that's why I got out of the country, because I didn't want to see you.
Yeah. How was the out of the country
Well,
experience?
yeah, so I know with like COVID going on, non-essential travel, I know this is a very controversial topic, but I had to go with my dad because he had to go see his doctor and get a bunch of tests taken.
Right.
So traveling was interesting. It was very different. Like I haven't gone on a plane since since December of last year.
I mean, I don't do a lot of like plane travel, but the last time I went on a plane was like a year
Yeah,
ago.
didn't you go to Utah or something?
No, actually, I went to Hawaii for the first time.
Ooh, Hawaii.
Yeah, first time. And first time when I was 19
I've
years
never
old.
been.
You've never been to Hawaii?
I've been to like Cancun. I've been to Mazatlan, which is where I went. Puerto Vallarta, a bunch of beaches, but never Hawaii. I've always wanted to go.
That's funny because people used to have the reaction that I just gave you. Like, you've never been to Hawaii? They used to give that to me. And now I just realized
now you're one of them.
I went one time and I gave the same reaction to you. So it's that was the last time I've been on a plane.
Right, but no, I went and first thing we get there, I've never seen LAX this empty.
Really?
We left.
It's pretty busy. Usually.
Yeah, I mean, we left on a third, which on the weekdays it's fucking LAX. It's usually always busy.
For sure.
But usually the busiest days, and this is for you and for the listeners, if hopefully when things go back to normal, never leave or come back on a Sunday.
And why
Sundays are always the worst in airports. There's too many. That's when everyone goes and comes back.
Usually Sunday I feel like would be a chill day.
No, because that's what everyone thinks. It's like, oh yeah, Friday and then we'll come back Sunday. It's like, no, come back Saturday or come back Monday. Monday is probably the best day because that's because everyone comes back on Sunday.
Right.
But then of course with people's work and everything, it sometimes it can't be accommodated.
Right,
but
for sure. But
so we get there, it's near empty, and I am both like kind of scared and excited because I don't like people. That's my thing with travel, because like I have anxiety, and when I travel, especially now,
of course,
I was just like, so then the fact I was like, oh, the silver lining is there'll be less people in the airport and there'll be less people on the plane.
You were wrong about that, weren't you?
Well, no, I was right because there were less people. Getting through security was a breeze because I'm TSA pre-check, which is basically, have you ever heard of that?
Yeah. So don't you get your luggage checked out like early or something?
So basically what it is, and I didn't check a luggage. Traveling without a checked luggage is like a breeze because I didn't even have to go up to the front desk or whatever.
Right.
And I just had my backpack and my carry-on, and I was just like, I was just gone.
Nice.
And then so I went up there, gave them, and everyone's of course wearing masks. Mm-hmm. And the TSA, they have a face mask and a face shield.
Really?
Yeah, which I'm like, man, it must suck to work in those conditions. But
I mean, that's all. Yeah, that's a lot of protection.
And then there's a bunch of plexiglass everywhere. So I go up, but basically pre-check is they like do a super deep background check on you.
Right.
And basically what pre-check is you can like basically breeze through security. You don't have to take your shoes off.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, you just throw your luggage on and everything out of your pockets, and then you're good to go.
One of the few times I was flying, we got a pre-check, and I think it was the first time I actually flew. Mm-hmm. I don't know how you get them though. Like, how do you get those? You have
to apply for it and you pay for it, but I mean it's well worth the money. Like, because I've always hated lines.
It is because we walked right through the line.
Yeah, it was
nice.
It's a breeze.
I liked it.
But so I did that, and then afterward, we went and like it was weird because at the lounge there was like a wait for it, or there was like a wait list because they had a capacity. But we got in no problem, and we're just chilling, looking at the planes. Cause and whenever we're in a lounge, my dad always wants to sit right up at the window because he loves planes and aviation.
Right.
And then on the plane, it was cool. They give you food, but it's like prepackaged, and they give you like everything has to be like prepackaged.
Oh yeah, like fresh or hot food or anything.
But
what about drinks?
Yeah, that's what I was getting to. So they have like a bunch of sodas and juice and all that stuff. And then I was like, man, I'm trying to get a little litty here. I'm traveling to a country where the drinking age is 18, so I'm not violating any laws.
Of course, yes.
And So I was like, hey, let me get a white wine, which is like what everyone would call champagne, a sparkling white wine. And they give me a can. I'm like, I didn't know they made this bitch in can.
Wow. Well,
And it was pretty good.
really?
And I had like 5 or 6.
Well, they do now,
and I didn't
guess.
eat. I didn't have breakfast.
Oh, wow. So you're probably feeling...
yeah, I was feeling good. And then we go, and then in the Mazatlan airport, everything is the same. And then 2 or 3 days of like doctor stuff and like chilling in the hotel room. We come back, and yeah, it was a breeze.
So where'd you go exactly?
Mazatlan, Sinaloa,
Okay.
which is a beach city.
Beach city. Don't you have family that lives in Mexico?
Not in Mazatlan. I have family that lives in Guadalajara, which is like central Mexico.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, that's my mom's family is right there. But all of my dad's family, except like a few like second cousins and all that shit, they're all over here.
Right.
For the most part.
Well, not bad. Sounds like you had I guess a kind of fun trip in a way. I don't know how fun
it was a good change of pace. I was still
do something different.
Yeah, do something different, not wake up and do the same thing. I was still like freaked out because of COVID and stuff, but they're like, oh, the chances of like getting infected on a plane are like 1 in 27 million.
Really? Who said that? I'm scared.
It was on the I checked out a bunch of websites. They all had a bunch of like 25, 27, 26.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been tested before?
Yeah, I've been tested 3 times.
Which type of test did you take?
First time it was a self taken test where they give you the thing, and what you do is you take the swab and you stick it right up your nose.
Oh, so you did the
like
nose swab.
Far, like they basically said like
that one kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not scary. It's just like super uncomfortable, and it just feels super like invasive. Like like you know that feeling. It's like right there.
It's like up in your sinus.
Yeah, and then like it makes you like tear up a little bit.
I've only had the it was for my job. And I've had the cheek swab, which is really easy, and I like it a lot, the cheek swab. All you have to do is you have a mask on, and then you cough 2 or 3 times, and then you pull it down, and then you take the swab and swab your cheek and like the roof of your mouth, and you have to swab like the back of your throat. So yeah, a lot of people gag.
That was the second one I did, which was someone else did it. They did it at Kaiser. It was like a drive-through, so they go and I'm wearing my mask, and then a nurse wearing like a hazmat suit.
Yeah, same thing.
Comes up. I rolled my window down, and they don't do the nose, or they do the nose. I can't forget, but I know for sure they did the throat one, and it was bad. It was like because I get a bad gag reflex. Like I don't throw up a lot, but like
I don't have a really bad gag reflex.
I do. Like if it gets down to it. But it was bad, and
I was gagged in front of her.
And I'm like, bro, this is making me cough. But no, I was and then the Kaiser test, they gave me the results. This was like in the beginning when tests were like really shitty.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, you'll get your results in like 7 days.
I got my results fast. I got them like in like 2 days.
I got my Kaiser ones the next day, and I got tested on a Saturday, and they gave me my results Sunday morning.
Wow, look at that.
And I was like, wow, this
crazy.
is the first time Kaiser's actually doing their shit right, because usually they're kind of shitty.
Right.
And then this other service that I did, they gave me results after like 6 or 7 days.
Okay.
And it was both of them were negative. So yeah, I have been tested, and it sucks. And then when I came back, I was told like if you show symptoms or if you just feel bad or anything, go get tested. But if not and you don't show symptoms, just
So be fine. When you were talking about like the lady in the hazmat like suit and everything, every time, because I saw that too when I was getting tested, they were wearing the hazmat suits, and I'm just thinking, wow, this is really the apocalypse. Like it's what it looks like.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Hopefully, with like all these, apparently another company is like, oh, our vaccine is like
9. I heard 70 for the latest one.
Which one?
I've heard 90, 94 point something, 90. Just flat 90% effective, and then 70.
I've heard 92 for the Pfizer, 95 for the Moderna one, and then some other company it was 90. So I've only heard of 3 of them with like 90 plus.
This 70 one was just recently.
Like just like today.
I'd say yesterday. So like just yesterday.
Right. And then
it was in the news at least.
Right. And then obviously because of Thanksgiving and all this stuff, we're pre-recording this episode. So
right.
What if by Friday it's all cured?
Dude, I mean, honestly, like
Black Friday sale, coronavirus cure.
Either way, all these vaccines are really effective. Even the 70% one's pretty high. So, it's looking good. The future is,
right.
I think.
And then I don't know why people because there's all these anti-vaxxers.
Right. Like I remember when that was like huge. Like,
but then I feel like we're gonna get another surge of them. But then it's like, if someone refuses to take it, it's like, okay, if they get it. It's because are you gonna get vaccinated?
I think that I will. Yeah, I will. Yeah. But I don't know. Like, I'll always be kind of like skeptical and hesitant, but I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, because usually vaccines, I don't know, typically don't have long term.
Yeah, you have to get like two. You have to get like two. Oh, the symptoms from the vaccine.
Yeah, like usually they don't have huge symptoms.
No, I mean, do you get the flu shot?
My family makes me get the flu shot every year.
But still. Do you not like believe in it?
I don't.
I get lazy about it. That's my opinion. Sorry to cut you off, but then I'm like, yeah, I've never had bad symptoms from it. I don't think I've ever had the flu.
You've never had the flu?
No. I've always gotten the vaccine every year.
So yeah, I've always throughout my younger days in childhood, I've always gotten the vaccine because my grandparents strongly believe in like the fact that it works, and it probably does. It probably like helps a lot, and I'd say make the symptoms even less. Even if you still get it, the symptoms will probably be lighter.
No, and I've never gotten a bad reaction from a vaccine ever.
No, but in terms of like saving the day, I don't think it makes like everything perfectly it's not going to stop me from getting the flu.
Right.
But actually, maybe not, because I haven't had the flu in a long time. So maybe it does work. I don't know.
But it's just like with COVID, I am, because if it's like, oh, you can't come into this bar unless you have a vaccine. Well, I want to go drinking, so I'm gonna fucking or like something like that, or like, oh, you can't fly.
Of course.
Something like that.
Now,
so
there's 3 different vaccines. So is there like an option here, or?
That's what I'm thinking. So who's your medical provider?
Like where I get my medical stuff from. I usually go to the Bakersfield Heart Hospital because that's where my mom works.
But who's your insurance?
Oh, I forgot.
Anyway, okay, but like mine's Kaiser. So then I feel like I'll take whichever one Kaiser does, because I'm sure what it is like the manufacturers offer it, and then the doctors, because they don't want to get fucked, are like, okay, we're going to test them, and then the best one is the one we're going to offer to all our members, right?
Yeah, and I remember now, I have Anthem insurance.
But, so yeah, I think I'm just going to go with whatever one Kaiser is issuing.
Okay.
Yeah, which, maybe the Pfizer one, the Moderna one.
Yeah, and I hear that the way they're going to distribute it, is to the people who are most susceptible to the virus, and then the elderly.
Right.
And then by the time it hit, like, it's going to be a while till we get it.
Well, yeah, because we're not super at risk.
No, we're probably one of the way lower.
Well, yeah, I mean, look at you. You're healthy. Like, I'm healthy. My only thing is, like, my asthma, and I'm, like, slightly obese.
Yeah, I'm all right.
But then even then, like, I work out every day. I run. I'm losing weight. I'm trying to eat healthier. Like, so I'm not super.
I mean, yeah. At least you're like, you take steps to being.
Yeah, and I don't have like a underlying health condition.
Right. Neither do I. None that I know of, at least.
Right.
From my family members.
For sure.
Not sure about one side of them, but for the most part, like, I'm pretty like healthy too. So.
Right.
And then like apparently for high school kids, it's the chance of like contracting it is like a lot lower, too.
Well, the chance of contracting or the chance of
the chance of dying from it might be.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
contracting it. I don't
that's
know.
what I was scared. That's what I was kind of scared, dude. Because I was in Mexico, and like, do you know what the mortality rate is in the Mexican population if they get this COVID?
High.
It's 10%.
10%.
And here it's like 0.0001%.
Well, that's a lot higher over there than And why do you think that is?
I think Jesus, what the hell's
I know.
I think it's probably just because of the way people take care. Like, I was over there, and like half of the people, I would say 50% of the people I saw were wearing masks.
50%?
Yeah.
It's not that high.
It's not. And then the main people who I saw were in like the lower income areas were not wearing masks.
Oh, okay. I see.
And it's like, dude, and then these people are like, oh, fucking why? It's like, oh, I don't fucking know, dude. Probably because you don't wash your hands and you're not wearing a mask, or at least a fucking shirt over your face, you know?
Or something, I guess.
Yeah. And like they're not social distancing and all this stuff, so.
Right.
Like I kept my mask on, even in the car. The only time I would take it off is I was by myself.
Right, for sure.
Like in the hotel room after like showering.
Not bad. I mean, yeah, I try to keep it on,
Right.
as much as I can, but
yeah, it was it's scary.
Yeah, so
it is a pretty scary time.
Not trying to change the subject or anything.
I am.
Oh, okay. Well, then
What's up?
Then I lied. I am trying to change the subject, but I was just gonna ask, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year, since it's coming up in a couple
usually
days?
What we always do is we go to Harris Ranch, the steakhouse up by Coalinga.
Oh, that's fun.
And we just get steak, and because we're not big.
You and your dad, or
usually my family, but then I think my mom's. I don't even want to go into that, but me, my dad, and my brother who's in town, we usually gonna go over there. So I think we're gonna do the same thing.
All right.
Just the safest way possible, because I think we also have some. I don't know how the county's doing.
Which county is it?
Fresno, I think.
Fresno. Okay, so north.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So as of this time, I don't know if it's super bad. We're probably not gonna go. Probably gonna get like Outback takeout.
Nice.
Because we're not big turkey eaters.
No, and it's funny. I was listening to my radio show this morning, and apparently not a lot of people are, which I'm shocked.
Yeah, like I like a turkey leg. Like when you go to Disneyland and they have like overpriced turkey leg.
Turkey legs are pretty good.
But then, dude, they like base that shit and like.
Oh, I know they do kinds of
three like sticks of butter and like
they do all kinds of stuff to make that so much
so
less
good.
Healthy. Yeah, but okay, so I don't eat because every year we do Thanksgiving like the traditional. We do the traditional like the turkey, the potatoes, and everything.
Right.
Like, because my family likes that a lot. But then I was listening to the radio and it's like, man, everyone's changing it up this year. So many people are doing different, like doing like your favorite traditional like meal or whatever that might be.
Me, I wouldn't like if I was out of town and I had to fly somewhere for Thanksgiving, like go back home. I wouldn't. You wouldn't because of COVID. Because it's like I don't think like Thanksgiving and I could be like flying like we're driving, but like flying anywhere, in my opinion, flying anywhere like flying back home, like I don't think someone should put themselves at risk for dinner.
For like traveling back to like your family.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I got
like college kids in like Missouri coming back to like California.
Oh yeah, to try to get all the way over there.
Yeah, but sorry to cut you off. You were saying.
Shoot, no, I don't know.
You lost it.
I was.
You were
turkey,
saying,
right?
Yeah. You're saying you do the traditional Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we do the traditional Thanksgiving, and bro, we usually have way too many leftovers. Like, my family just goes hard on all the stuff, bro. And so, we try to come up with different things to do with like the turkey and stuff afterwards.
Right.
Which this year I'm gonna get more creative because I would just end up eating the same thing like for the whole rest of the week.
What do you do? Like make turkey sandwiches?
Turkey sandwiches. I got some other ideas. Like, apparently people do turkey enchiladas, which I never thought of before.
Mm.
But maybe give it a try, because the only time I eat turkey, but I eat ground turkey because it's high in protein. That's why I really like turkey.
Yeah, I get like turkey bacon is all right. Like I get like a turkey franks.
Right, for sure.
Like for hot dogs and shit.
Oh yeah, turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier to digest than red meats are too. So it's a nice substitute every now and then.
Right. I think the only time that we had like a traditional Thanksgiving, it wasn't even with my family. It was with my ex. Like her dad got like a heritage turkey, like one you have to like order.
I hear those are really good.
Yeah, it was a lot smaller because they don't fucking put hormones and steroids in that shit.
For sure, yeah.
And that's probably but it was good. Like the whole dinner was. I don't get like the whole cranberry thing.
I'm not a cranberry person at all.
Me neither. I don't get it.
I don't like cranberries, but I love stuffing, bro.
Stuffing is.
I like it.
If it's not too gooey. Like if it's like soft,
yeah, like I mean, because we have, I don't know if this is all stuffing, but we have the one with sausage in it. Like,
well, yeah,
sausage.
it's just
it's sausage and bread.
Yeah,
right?
it's. But like, is there some Thanksgiving like what is your favorite Thanksgiving
like
food item? Like, what's on the table? What's your favorite?
Something that probably not everybody does for Thanksgiving, but we started doing cornbread. But
oh, well, I mean, I would say that.
Well, not just cornbread, but like it's like specialty cornbread where it's more like brownies. It's like corn brownies, bro. And
yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, they're soft and gooey.
Yeah.
And you pull it out and you can eat it like a brownie. And they're really good, bro. I recommend them if you can look up corn brownies and make those.
So. Bro, I thought that's how they're usually made.
Cornbread? Just normal? Well, cornbread's usually drier. Like you mix like sour cream and like that Jiffy cornbread mix together. And
I don't know. I've never made it, so
they usually have me make that, so that's why I know how to make it. It's like eggs, flour.
I'm bad at baking. Like I'm a beast at like cooking, grilling, but baking.
Pan frying, I'm good at pan frying.
Yeah, pan frying. That's the first thing I learned how to do.
Same. That's
like I learned that before I learned how to grill.
Oh really? Yeah, I learned how to grill second probably too. Pan frying, I don't know. Pan frying, I'm just
it's so easy.
You can throw anything in the pan and just fry it up. But what I really want is a
girlfriend.
Well, that came out of nowhere. But yes, I do want that. So if any girls are listening, I'm single still. And I want an air fryer.
My brother has an air fryer.
Really? It just looks...
They're sick.
It looks so cool, bro.
Making croutons in them. That sounds so like... Jesus, I sound fucking old. But yeah, like getting like bread, you chop it up and you dip it in like butter and garlic.
That's how you make croutons? I did not know that.
Yeah, well, like homemade croutons.
Homemade.
Like I'm sure they have a different way industrially making them, but yeah, that's how you make them. And like throwing like a frozen pizza in one. Oh, and then it's like it's like crispy and I'm getting hungry right now.
Yeah, I know, bro. But I watched this guy on TikTok. His name's Hood Meals. You should look him up. He's funny, and he literally cooks out of an air fryer.
For everything? For
everything, bro. Like, he'll just throw, like, those frozen dinners. He'll just throw them in there. Like,
yeah, no, the air fryers are best for frozen dinner. I think
anything frozen, I'd say.
Yeah, but they're the best for reheating fries.
I was just getting
that's like their best feature.
Right. Like, function. I think because I've been trying to find the best way to reheat fries, especially In-N-Out fries.
Yeah,
I've been trying to make those
air fryer, or in the convectional oven, like the little.
I tried that.
You know, it's decent. It's decent. It's better than microwave. Did you ever do that when you're younger? Get some fries and throw them in the microwave.
I still did that all the way through my teenage years too. And I tried it, and I'm like, I tried to pretend like it was good. I'm like, yeah, this is still good. But and then I was just, I was like, oh, this is not that good.
But okay, so you said your cornbread brownies is your favorite.
Cornbread brownies, yeah, and it's like a sweeter thing. It's kind of a dessert, but not really.
I would say for me, it's a little bit cheating because it's two things, but it's like dinner rolls.
Oh, dude.
Dinner rolls and mashed potatoes.
We just straight up buy Hawaiian rolls, like
and put some butter on it.
Yeah, bro.
No, I would do the same thing too. But like, dude, it sounds so shitty, but like the best dinner rolls I've probably ever had was at Hometown Buffet.
Where's Hometown Buffet?
I don't even think it's open. Well, because of COVID.
Is it here in town?
It's kind of like a Golden Corral. It's like a buffet.
Okay. Is that here?
Like, yeah, it's over by like heading to the east side. I forget the cross streets, but
okay. I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, it's like the poor man's like Golden Corral, or
Yeah, no, for sure.
But yeah, I loved like getting like dinner rolls or Hawaiian rolls, and then just like scooping up the mashed potatoes and eating it like that.
Oh yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah, actually.
And I try not to because that's all carbs.
I mean, yeah, that's the straight carbs.
There's probably like 1 gram of protein in that whole thing. And carbs aren't necessarily bad, but when you eat like
a lot of
them.
No, yeah, because like, as a runner, I need like a lot of carbs. Yeah. So I try to get as many.
And then same here, like when I try to lift and stuff, it's just like I try to eat plant-based.
Oh yeah.
So not like completely, but just like I'll still eat. Like if we go to In-N-Out, I'm gonna get a fucking burger.
I mean, yeah.
But like I won't eat a ton of meat. I won't eat as much as I used to, and honestly, I feel great.
Right, and that's good. That's really good.
But then of course I can't be like, oh, I'm plant based, I'm gonna have 3 tubs of vegan ice cream and wonder why I'm not losing weight.
Vegan ice cream.
That's what I like. People who do keto, you know what keto is?
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, I fucking, it's like, oh, I'm healthy. I had 3 tubs of butter with 5 lettuce wrapped In-N-Out burgers, and I'm wondering why I'm not losing weight.
You know, I just I'm thinking about a friend of mine, dude. Like I hope he's not listening. Well, if he's listening,
I hope he is listening.
I'm gonna roast you here, boy.
What's his name?
You know who you are. His name's Nathan.
Nathan.
And he used to love to shop at Whole Foods back when I was in college. And he'd get these he'd get just a bag of chips from Whole Foods, and he'd be like, yeah, these are
fat free.
These are healthy chips. Like, I can just eat these and be healthy. And I'm like, no, bro, what the heck?
Yeah,
no, you can't do that. But he was a funny guy.
No, but yeah, when people do that, it's just like, and they're like, oh, dude, the diet's shitty. It's like, no, your eating habits are shitty,
right?
And that's why you're not losing weight. And I've done it myself. But of course, I don't question it. It's like, oh, why am I not losing weight? It's like, oh, because I had Chick-fil-A and fucking In-N-Out yesterday, and I didn't go running.
Right, and nobody's perfect. Like, I don't claim to be perfect.
Yeah,
with
no,
dieting.
like I would never shit on anyone. It's just when people like put it out there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, for
like,
sure.
if someone has trouble, and I have trouble losing
when they
weight,
can't figure out why, and stuff.
So why fucking? But then they've been posting all their like recipes and shit on Instagram and like, oh, cooking it up.
What do we got in the kitchen?
But no, probably dinner rolls with mashed potatoes. My favorite.
Dinner rolls and mashed potatoes.
Now, is there something you hate that is on the Thanksgiving table?
Something I hate. Okay, it's between cranberry sauce, which I do despise.
Yeah, I do. That's also on my shit list.
But there's also these what is it? My family does green beans, but they're really milky for some reason. Ugh. I know, and it does not. It already sounds bad.
Is it like a green bean casserole?
Kind of, yeah. But it's just straight up green beans, and the sauce is all right. But it just kind of weirds me out a bit. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I never have been since I was little. And that's probably unique to my family.
Ugh, that just sounds gross.
Yeah, it's not. They're not pleasant. They taste all right, but like, the fact that they just look weird too. I don't like the way they look. So that's all.
Yeah, I would probably say the cranberry sauce or what's that other thing? It's kind of like
I feel like,
help me out, Kyle. It's like another sweet thing that's on the table.
I don't know, because everyone's different. So it's like the base things are like turkey, mashed potato, stuffing. But then everything else I feel like is fair game.
Yeah, I would say between cranberry sauce or like when I went to like a traditional Thanksgiving, sorry, my dog's barking. I went, they had like what was it called? It's like a gelatin something. You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen that?
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a gelatin dish.
Gelatin, yeah.
I don't know what it is exactly.
It's like fruit, right? Fruity?
Yeah, like fruity and gelatiny, and I was just like, what the fuck is that? Some white people shit.
Bro, we probably had
Don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on I've had a few things to say about this ex-girlfriend, but I'm still glad I was able to go because that's my only like traditional Thanksgiving, and I was glad that I was invited.
That's cool. That was your only traditional Thanksgiving?
Yeah, because we're a little different.
Right.
But no, like I doubt that girlfriend's listening, but yeah. Thanks for inviting me. But sure. No, I would say cranberry between that like gelatin whatever.
Yeah, I mean they're both kind of gelatiny in a way if you think about it. But yeah, they both don't sound that good. So
for sure. All right, you wanna move into our first segment?
Is it time?
Yeah, I would say with we got the yeah.
All right.
Well, we still have not come up with the jingle for this. Okay. I think we're gonna do piano.
Yeah, I'm thinking piano. We'll get on this.
Yeah, we'll get on it. But for now, yeah.
For now, just listen to us.
We are in our first segment.
Tinder woes.
Yes. Sorry, I pointed it to Kyle, but I'm really bad.
I don't realize what he's doing when he does.
I gotta give him like I gotta give you like speech cards.
Speech cards would help me honestly, because I have a speech impediment sometimes. I feel like.
But no, yeah, let's do Tinder woes.
So you want me to go first, or should
I'll go first because you're probably gonna
take a while.
Yeah,
because I have a lot of time on Tinder.
So I did not spend any time on Tinder in Mexico.
Okay, that's
because I really didn't. I've done it before, but I'm like, dude, I don't want to like hook up with someone in my hotel room. I don't know where they've been.
Right, for sure.
Fucking gonna give me the Mexican Rona.
Right.
But no. So when I came back and all that stuff, I did. So on Tinder when it gives you like likes, but it doesn't let you see who they are.
Yeah.
Or before you upgraded.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before I did hit the upgrade.
But no. So I matched with a girl who I sent her a message. I'll tell you right now what it was. But we matched, and then I had a couple of other likes where I didn't match with them. Have you ever had that? You miss a match or you miss a like.
Yeah, and then it tells. Doesn't it tell you? It's like, oh it's yeah, you missed
one. But then it's like, oh, I didn't even really like her.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why buying the premium, in my opinion, was not a good idea. Because if I don't match with them, then there's probably a reason for that.
Yeah. But I don't know. But so I talked to this girl and she's looking pretty cute. And then she was like, oh, I forget what it was, but under their bio, she was like, oh, I have a true crime podcast.
Bro, I might have matched with the same girl.
Did you?
Yeah.
In one of her pictures, was she holding 2 Nerf guns?
That's the girl,
oh my God.
bro. We matched with the same girl.
Sorry, it clipped right there. But
and I didn't get ghosted. She never even replied to me, dude. I had something great.
That girl's cute, right?
I thought she was cute.
Yeah, and I thought she was funny, and I was like, oh.
She had funny pics and stuff. And
yeah, she had that dog.
Yeah, dude, she seemed like she'd be fun.
We finally have a interlinking.
This is our first interlink Tinder thing.
But no, so I sent her a message. I was like, I think I said, and let me know how this sounds. I was like, not gonna lie, other than being cute, that Nerf gun picture is the only reason I swiped right.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I was like,
you gotta be funny sometimes.
Yeah, I was like, this girl seems like it'd be funny rather than send her like a flirty thing. Plus, I did call her cute, so I was like, it was like weaved in there. But no, I sent her a message, and I was like, does she actually like me, or is she trying to get me to listen to her podcast?
Honestly, did she respond to you?
That's
what I want to know. Hey, she didn't respond to me either. Let's go.
Hey,
I know that's like a high five moment right there. She didn't respond to either of us.
No, so she do you buy the read receipts or the read receipts?
No, do you?
No, I used to.
Okay,
when I was desperate.
That would have been nice.
But no, did she unmatch you?
Yeah, so I guess I can get into that wasn't
because she unmatched me.
Oh, she unmatched me too.
Yeah, so I sent her the message. She never did it. But then I'm like, dude, why? And this, I know every girl's not different, and I know the whole name Tinder woes might be offensive, but this is
our woes. What?
This is our show. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I can say whatever I want on here without it, being libel or spreading hate. I don't hate women.
Bro,
they're pretty cool, I guess.
You're going off right now on that one.
But no, so it's like Tinder woes. It's like, dude, what is it with these girls on Tinder?
That's why, bro. That's why I wrote the song, bro.
All right, but yeah, and then I had swiped right on a couple girls, but dude, I feel like I don't know. I feel like I just gotta go out of town and just get an Airbnb and then just spend the whole time on Tinder to see if it's just a Bakersfield thing or if it's just a worldwide Tinder thing.
Yeah, because if any of y'all use Tinder somewhere not in Bakersfield, comment how that goes, because it does not go so well over here for us.
No, it does not.
That's why we call it Tinder woes, because it just doesn't go so well.
But yeah, throwing it over to you, bud.
Yeah, so for me,
what were your Tinder woes?
So funny with that one girl. By the way, if you're listening with the True Crime podcast,
yeah, fuck you and your podcast. It's probably shitty.
Oh, I was gonna be nice. I was gonna say you should have just given us a chance to listen to our podcast. We could have exchanged podcasts. Could have all hung out. Could have all be friends.
No,
here.
She's a hoe. I'm just kidding. I don't know her. I'm sure she's decent.
Yeah, she seemed cool, but she wasn't cool for unmatching me though, and you. Yeah. So, but what I said, this wasn't gonna be mine, so I'm gonna do another one. But I'm gonna say real quick that what I said to her. So you know how I like to bust some raps every now and then sometimes.
No.
What do you mean no?
Yeah, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Okay. So I decided to rap for her a little bit because
live.
No, not live. How would I have done that live?
Or like on FaceTime or whatever?
Oh no. So I was like, okay, I'll hit her. I'll do something different. I'll hit her with a couple bars.
You hit her with the Quan.
Yeah, basically. And
sorry, it was right there. I had to.
Yeah. So I hit her with this. I don't know. Should I say it and let some guys take this if they want it? I was like, so to be honest, I don't got the best line. So instead, I'll just make up a rhyme. When I saw your profile, you seem pretty cool, but I hope this doesn't make me look like a fool. So, in fact, you seem like you'd be pretty great. Just the kind of girl I'd like to take out on a date. So those are my bars for her. And I basically just straight up asked her out on a date through that. And
she didn't say shit.
Yeah, she didn't say shit.
This is the podcast, ho?
This is the podcast, though. And she didn't say shit.
Is she a recurring character?
She's like, yeah, she's a recurring character, dude. Because the funny thing is, I swiped right on her months ago, bro. Actually,
I don't even remember swiping right on her.
I remember,
to be honest. No, actually, I think she was one of my likes.
Oh, for real?
To be honest. Like, she liked me first, and I was just like... Have you ever done that thing with your likes where you like try to figure out what they look like and then you see that person it like kind of, you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, where you see
where like the girl's wearing blue and then like a girl wearing blue and like, have you ever done that comparison?
Oh, yeah.
Try to see if it's her.
Yeah, sometimes I don't know if this is weird, but sometimes I try to find them after we match, try to find them on Instagram.
I wouldn't say that's weird.
Just to see if I can, usually.
No, I mean, what was I gonna say? Shit. It's a little weird.
Right.
Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Podcast ho.
Was it about her?
Fuck.
It wasn't about. It was about some other girl.
Yeah. I don't know. Just.
Oh well. Anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought right there.
Anyway, so yeah, after I hit those bars on her, and I thought it was pretty clever. I thought it was worthy because I rapped for another girl one time, and it worked, and she thought it was cute.
Nice.
But then she unmatched me after that, and at least she responded. That's the thing. And this girl like didn't even give me a shot. So, yeah, that was basically it.
Yeah.
And then that's when I wrote a song called Like a Ghost, which is about getting ghosted on Tinder, which I'm not gonna sing, but
yeah, no, that's yours.
That's my song. But Emiliano, you listened to it. What'd you think of it?
Oh, it was pretty good. You had some
if I get it published, then I'll start singing this stuff.
But no, it was pretty good. I mean, I secretly recorded it, but I did listen live. It sounds pretty good. Like, you had that line about what was it, like All Night Long or something?
I know you like the hit her with the hay line.
Yeah.
That was a funny
one. But you did one, it was like all she left.
Was it in the second bar? I think, or the second verse.
Yeah. What was it?
The one about the girl who wanted to meet in a bar.
Yeah.
Oh, off the highway in the bar. Yeah.
Off the highway in the bar.
That like.
But
that
there was, I did like that one, but there was one where it was like, and then I was like, and I said, oh, all she left was her thong.
Oh.
I forget
something about me doing something wrong.
Yeah. Like, I did something wrong, and now and then she was gone all night long or something. I forget.
Dude, I don't know.
And I was like, oh, all she left was her thong.
Yeah.
I guess it's like kind of funny, but then it's like.
See, the thing is, if that actually like happened, that would work for you, but I've never had like something like that happen to me yet.
Dude,
so.
I got to tell you this thing. So like months and years, probably 1 or 2 years ago, my brother was going to Ensenada, and he took my truck, and I had gotten kind of freaky with I think I was still dating my girlfriend at that point, but so basically she had left her panties in my truck,
bro,
and when they were cleaning my truck out, they found them.
Who did?
And my brother and his frat bro.
Oh, bro.
And they were like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, oh, God. And then over Halloween, I had to explain it. I was like, oh, why It's like, oh, why is this here? And I'm like, do you really want me to tell you?
That's a serious question I have, actually. Why
do girls leave their underwear?
Yeah, why does it happen so frequently? I don't know. And how does it happen so frequently? Like, how do you just walk out without your underwear?
I don't know. How do you walk? It's like,
comment down below.
We're guys, but then I don't know. Maybe some girls, it's kind of like a calling card. Like, oh, I'll leave this, and he'll want to.
Bro,
I don't know.
They just go commando.
Or it's like, or they just forget, like, one night stand girls. But this instance,
or they're in such a hurry to get out.
Yeah, but it's just like, I remember one time when I was still in my like super Tinder phase, where I had hooked up with two girls in the same night, and one earlier she had. Or no. It was throughout the week, but then basically what ended up happening is a girl had left her underwear there, and it ended up under my bed. And then me and this girl were getting freaky, and it also ended up under my bed. And then she was like, "Oh, hey, can you hand me my underwear?" And I look under, and there's 2 pairs of underwear.
Oh,
so
bro!
I'm like, fuck, which one is hers?
Damn, you just straight up forgot. And if you pick the wrong one, then it seems like a game show thing. Like, the lights start like, oh, which one do you see pick? And then everything goes silent.
For sure. No, but it was, and I guessed right.
Lucky you, right?
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh, this isn't mine. Maybe she would have forgotten too, honestly. Maybe. So maybe you would have been safe either way.
Probably. Oh, we got a special
who's
guest
here.
star. First recurring guest, Salvador Cruz, is back in town.
Are we just getting another member like in the podcast right now?
So let's take a pause so I can add his track. Yeah, I don't know how I appreciate you just walking in. This is a professional operation we're running here.
I was just like in the neighborhood, you guys are pretty loud, so it's not hard to find you guys.
Yeah, I know our setup is pretty rink-dink, but I don't appreciate you just walking in.
Yeah, I just like the back door was open. There was the security guy was taking a smoking break, so I just kind of slipped in.
Yeah, but no, I wish you had come in sooner, because we were actually wrapping up the podcast.
Yeah, this is it.
I have a 9-to-5 job, so
yeah, I have an 11 to whenever we finish. Whenever we finish job. Kyle, I don't know what he's doing throughout the day.
This is my job.
Didn't you just get fired from your?
Bro, no, I didn't get fired. It's just schools are just taking.
You worked at a school and you got fired. Was it for under suspicious circumstances?
No, I didn't get fired. First of all, we're just taking a break because the schools are taking a break.
You're on hiatus.
They haven't broken up. They're just on a break.
Yeah, me and the school is just on a break.
Does that mean that you can see other schools, or is that one of those breaks where you're supposed to like stay committed to the school, but take some time for reflection?
I think take some time for reflection, and my school would be kind of sad if I went to another school. So.
But the school wouldn't let you go to another school.
Well, that's if I wanted to go to another school.
We've now removed from the allegory we were discussing earlier.
But no,
I'm getting serious.
No. No, so you're on break because of the purple tier, right?
Yeah, so we got moved back to the purple tier. Yeah, so we're like everyone. I don't understand the athletic thing because we're all outdoors. And it really wouldn't be much different than what we were doing because we started in the purple tier.
Right.
So I don't know what they're.
I don't know. I think just the surging numbers are freaking everyone out.
Yeah, and the holidays.
Yeah.
Right. So they're just giving them 2 weeks away from school, and then our hope is to come back the week after Thanksgiving.
For sure. And Kyle, I know I asked you this already, but I want to ask, the whole meme about how the girls that do cross country don't have asses? Is that true?
Well, now this is a podcast. Well, I did track and field in college, they were the same people from the cross country team too. So, because I'm a distance. Yeah. So, I would say that it's true in a lot of cases, but it's not always true. So remember that. That's about it.
I always wonder about that. Is it it's almost kind of like evolution or something, right? Is it like chicken before the egg or the other way around? So is it because they do this specific sport, is that the way their body ends up developing or like becoming because of the things they do every day?
What's up with specific sports?
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say, or is it like if you have a certain body, you end up being better at a sport, so you go with that one?
Okay,
right. So if you don't have like any if you're not like very shapely, is soccer easier for you because otherwise you might be like getting pain in your body from things kind of moving around too much. So like skinny girls end up doing that,
right?
Versus like
so
if you're a horse girl, like do you have more padding to deal with the horse, so you end up liking that? That's what I always wonder.
Yeah, that's a great question.
Well, yeah, I don't know how girls' asses help them in volleyball, but
I guess they squat a lot. Right?
There's probably a lot of squats involved in certain sports. But cross country runners, like, we're supposed to do squats. Like, that's important for
right,
like your lower body, and like it helps and everything.
So I almost feel like, right, because I know from girls who've told me, or girls online, it's like if you have big, like a big chest, it hurts.
If you're well endowed as a woman,
it hurts to run. So maybe they just will never get into.
They probably never start to begin with, and I'm assuming that's harder, to do. But
that's why me and Emiliano don't run. We got like.
What do you mean?
Two big chests.
I run like every other day.
Bro, gotcha.
Or jog/walk.
Power walk.
Power walk.
Do you have the weights?
Yeah. No, I don't fucking need them.
Hey, sorry to cut you guys off, but we should do another segment a podcast with.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have you on for next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think we've started off like a good discussion points here.
Yeah, we'll continue.
Meme science, the science behind
behind the memes.
Science behind the memes. So yeah, I mean.
We'll have you on for next week.
Right.
But
so this is like a preview to be continued.
I think we're gonna start playing like that Academy Award music. When someone talks too long, like someone is gonna like come with a hook.
Yeah.
So I'll take my leave. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week.
Well, no, stick around for the segment.
Are we still?
Yeah, we're still doing the segment. Yeah, we're still good.
Okay.
Yeah, so stick around for the segment, and then we'll finish it off.
All right.
And
No
we'll have you on
Academy
for
music.
next week. All right. Yeah. No.
We'll come up with some Academy music to be like, all right, it's time to stop talking now.
All right, but yeah, it is time for our final segment on this week's episode. What you watching? What you watching? What you watching? Now, Kyle, please tell me you actually watched something this week.
I was just gonna say real quick, that's music to my ears once again.
I think that's our favorite part of every week, just
getting to listen to ourselves. But yeah, actually, I did watch something for once. You want me to start?
Yeah, what's up?
So I watched. Were you ever a South Park fan?
Yeah, my brother got me into it.
Oh, really?
I used to watch it on South Park. Remember SouthParkStudios.com, Sal?
Yeah.
That was the site you used?
Yeah, because it was free. Well, like with ads, but...
That was, before there was...
Now there's Hulu and stuff, so
right.
you can just watch it on there. But HBO Max just came out,
Mm-hmm.
and they had the South Park Pandemic special.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched it. Did you watch it?
It's on my list. I haven't...
It's just chilling there, and I wasn't going to watch it because I haven't watched... Like, I bounce back and forth between how much I watch South Park and how much, like, I don't anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I usually, like, I haven't watched South Park in years, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, I think I'll watch the Pandemic special.
Right.
And it's pretty funny. So are we doing spoilers on this and all that? So I can
I'll put a spoiler warning in the description in the segment.
Okay, so basically I'll just explain like kind of the main plot of it is I forget a lot of the characters' names, but what's the dad's name?
Randy.
Randy, yeah. So basically, and if fair warning, if you don't like offensive humor, like South Park's not for you. So
I don't think this podcast either.
Okay. Well, basically, so the whole thing is everything's pretty normal. Like everyone's wearing masks and all that stuff. But then the whole plot of it is they're trying to figure out how the coronavirus started.
Right.
And so this is where they kind of change it to make it funny. So it started because Randy and Mickey Mouse went to China.
What the fuck?
And that was what was great about it, is that they had actually just been to China in the last last season.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
So it's like
so
it's
ironic.
like chronological.
Yeah. That's very ironic. I didn't realize that about.
You mean either? I haven't. The latest season I saw was the one during the Donald Trump Hillary Clinton election.
Oh, right.
Where the teacher, I forget his name, Mr. Garrison, is being the Donald Trump character.
Right. But this was so they go to China, and the whole thing is, Randy and Mickey Mouse fuck a bat, basically.
God.
And of course that's very South Park, right?
Yeah.
And so they do that, but then Randy's getting we see that in a flashback because Randy's sitting with his family watching the TV, and they're like, how did this virus start? Well, we think it's from some DNA in a bat. And then it turns out to not be the bat, and it turns out to be this other animal that he also had sex with.
Oh my God.
And then they're like, yeah, so the only way we can find a cure is to find out whose DNA or what kind of DNA is in this bat. And so he gets all freaked out and stuff.
Because he has the cure, whatever.
He's the cure,
but he doesn't want anyone to know he's fucking animals.
Basically, so he's all scared. And then he also has this daily or this pandemic weed special going on. And so he's like, how can I save everybody? What can I do to save everybody? Because since my DNA is what cures them. And so he looks at his weed special, like that he's selling everybody.
Does he come into his weed supply?
And he's like, I got a lot of work to do. He just comes on all the weed before giving it to. So it shows him in a tent. And you can hear him. He's like, and he's like, here's your weed special. And then he looks all like gross and saggy because he's jacked off so many times. And it's classic South Park ideas and plot, but it was funny. I liked it.
That does, yeah. That went away. I didn't think it was going to, but yeah. I've been watching, or I guess, so what I was watching by myself is I was watching the Mandalorian. I know you're not a big Star Wars guy now.
Not
you
used these days, yeah. But the old one I know.
But yeah, I watched the second all the way through the fourth episode by myself, and it's pretty good this season. They got a lot of callbacks to the whole universe, not just the movies, but the other TV shows, like the Clone Wars and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, and then I guess this kind of ties Sal into what you're watching, but me and him have been watching the HBO show Watchmen.
Watchmen?
Yeah, it's a sequel. Did you ever see the Watchmen movie? Came out 11 years ago.
I knew the Watchmen movie.
Yeah, it was an adaptation of an Alan Moore comic, and it was deemed unfilmable. It's
right.
No movie could ever be made like this. And then Zack Snyder he changed up a good bit, but it was done my way, the best way it could be.
Right.
But then this TV show, it's not a sequel to the movie, it's a sequel to the comic book itself.
Right.
Yeah. So that's been really cool. HBO's put their stuff behind it, and it's been, the whole universe is in the universe, the cops wear masks.
Right.
To conceal their identity because they were all attacked 3 years before. Mm-hmm. So now that they wear masks, no one knows who they are.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cool show.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't watch it before because I was kind of what is this?
Yeah.
It's not technically a sequel, but as you watch, I guess characters keep popping up from the comics. Mm-hmm. So I guess it is a sequel, but originally they were like, oh, this is a completely different thing. So that's why I didn't watch it. But maybe that was their strategy to get more people to watch it. But it did the opposite for me.
Yeah.
But I guess, too, they wanted to surprise you. Because if they had told you that it is a sequel, you're like, oh, well, where's Dr. Manhattan?
Yeah.
Where's blah, 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 blah.
Right.
So
for sure. And then I feel now, weird enough, watching the TV show, I feel if we would have watched it when it come out, seeing everyone in masks would be scary. But then now, because of COVID, it's almost normal.
Yeah, I get you on that.
Because all the cops wear these bright yellow masks, and the detectives have their own
just face masks.
Yeah, they wear the neck gaiters.
Oh yeah.
The cops wear a yellow one of those.
Oh, okay.
But then the detectives, they can have their own costumes. So
right.
There's the main character, she dresses up like a basically like a nun. So her name's like Sister Night.
Oh, okay.
And there's a guy called like Red Scare who is Russian and he wears a red tracksuit.
Yeah.
And there's another guy called Looking Glass that he just wears like a reflective mask and just like regular clothes.
Right.
But no, so it's like seeing everyone in mass. It's like it's kind of scary how just normal it is. Because I feel like if I would have watched it, it's like, man, can you imagine if the world was like this?
But now the world is like this. Yeah. So it's pretty normal, I guess.
For
you'd
sure.
say now.
All right, Sal, what else have you been watching?
What else have I been watching? I mean, I've been watching Schitt's Creek.
What's that?
So it's actually like a pretty famous like comedy show. Yeah, it's like won some Emmys. Mm-hmm. And it's got like, so the dad from American Pie is in it and his son. So they're actually the writers of the show or the creators of the show. Mm. And then they play like a dad and a son. And then they have also, there's like a sister and then like a mom. And they're basically like a super rich family that their accountant like stole all of their money. And the IRS like came and stole and took all of their things. Mm. Except, so I guess like when the son was 12, the dad bought him the deed to a town called Schitt's Creek as a joke, like as a present. So the IRS lets them keep that. So then they go live in this like middle of nowhere podunk, like hillbilly town.
Right.
And the whole show is basically about like these, ex-rich people having to deal with.
Is it kind of like an Arrested Development type?
Yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, I mean, the show's been going on for a while and it's been popular for a while, but I didn't watch it for a long time just because.
Didn't you tell me Hannah was watching it and she tried to get you to watch it?
No, she was watching it. She didn't try to get me to watch it, but then I like watched it over her shoulder and I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to watch that too, so don't watch it. Because she watches like... She watches TV while she does her makeup, while she cooks, like on her phone. She's
always watching something.
So she,
sound like my brother. Actually.
Yeah. So she can just like go through like I feel like 6 episodes of like a show a day, just like.
See, I couldn't do that because I can't watch anything passively because I want to know what's going on. Like I could watch like South Park or something like that, or like listen to a podcast, but like. Something
or
like
show
that.
You've seen
or a show I've seen, but like I couldn't do that. I would just get way too like sometimes I'll try to listen to a podcast while I do homework and then I just can't do it.
Right, for sure.
But yeah, so that wraps up this week's episode, and yeah, we will be back next week with Sal as our recurring guest star. All right, see you guys.
See you later.